Joining me here for the first time on our program is a man who's been in films like Gran Torino, Flags of Our Father, Invictus, and so much more. And he is the co-founder of a new line of clothes, shirts, socks, hats, and accessories for men and women made exclusively here in the USA. It's called the Made Here brand from Scott Eastwood. Good to see you, sir.
Good to be here.
You got it. I like this logo here again. It's a shot of... Well, hold it up
that's
there.
That's like our little Uncle Sam. He's like our sexy Uncle Sam.
Well, I mean, it's an Uncle Sam with his hat. He's looking down, and it looks like he's had a long night of partying.
Yeah.
Where the bow tie has been undone.
It's true.
You know,
he's had a few
in him.
Chardonnays.
He's had a few Chardonnays.
Yeah, he has.
Is that your beverage of choice?
No.
I mean,
no,
I know you have Monterey Peninsula roots. You know, I mean.
Well, I was saying that you have your guy.
I've got my logo.
You've got your guy.
That's me.
But what is he running from?
Well, he's running two.
Oh, he's running two.
Running two.
Not his pass.
No, that's me. I run the 40-yard dash at the NFL Scouting Combine every single year for charity now. I do it. And that's me running. And when over 5 years ago, when we decided to start this show here, Chris Long, who was running DirecTV at the time, said, "How about you're running?" And I said, "Let's do that." He showed me the prototype, and then the right leg that's up, we photoshopped it to look a little bit more athletic.
Oh,
we moved the leg in.
No, it looks good.
Thanks, Scott.
It looks good.
I appreciate that.
What did you do the 40 in last year?
I ran it in 6 flat.
Oh, okay. No, I mean it's
now we're showing it on the screen
really
here. Now we're mandated to see it right here.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. So there I am, and it's not easy.
It's coming in hot.
Right there is where my 49-year-old groin gave way. Right there is right around there.
Did you tear your groin?
I did. It
Really?
wasn't pretty. And then I ran it 2 more times because you know why? I've got grit and determination, sir. That's what I got.
I can see that.
Now, Scott Eastwood, I have seen that, I have heard, and now I want to see that you have run a 40-yard dash at a National Football League facility of your own right.
I have done that actually
with Kevin Hart. That's a true story.
Mm-hmm. True story.
Okay.
Yeah.
What gave on this day?
Well, no, I didn't tear my groin.
Okay,
if that's what
good.
you're asking.
That's a good report. That's a good report.
But we did. There it is.
Right
there it is.
there.
As you're going to see photo evidence.
Yeah. With the Rams watching. You're at the Rams training camp.
He beat me, but I feel like in the long run, I would have smoked him because I was just getting started. You know, I feel like I was like a horse in the cage, and I didn't get my full.
No, well, here's what you were doing: is you were thinking score.
Yeah,
you're thinking I've got 90 yards to go.
Exactly. That's the long game.
You were in for you were trying to put 6 on the board.
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah.
But Kevin Hart's a little rangy too, right? I mean,
he's cagey. He's the wiry.
Yeah, he's. Great
He's wiry.
He's a wiry guy.
Yeah.
Did you play football yourself?
I did.
You did?
I did. Yeah, I played football growing up. Played, Pop Warner, played for 6-7 years. Mm-hmm. It was good. And then, like I said, I think at some point, girls got a little more important.
Than football?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to choose.
I got to, no, look.
Yeah.
Those things, sometimes they're not mutually exclusive. Like you can have it all.
Like I was never the star stud of the team, and I think if I was, maybe I would have leveraged one to get the other.
What'd you play? What position did you play?
I played everything. I played defensive end. I played cornerback. I did a variety of positions.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long did you play into high school?
I played up until high school. I played from peewees all the way through,
and then high school hit, and then 9th grade hit.
I was like, I don't know if I have time for this.
When did you start acting, Scott Eastwood? When did that happen for you?
I started professionally doing it.
Yes.
The year I started college. Mm-hmm. So I was 18.
Where'd you go to school?
I was going to Santa Barbara City College at the time.
Then you went to Loyola Marymount.
I went to Loyola Marymount. That was after bouncing around to a few city colleges.
Sure.
Yeah. And I think I got through about 6 years.
Okay.
5 or 6
all right.
years.
Very good. Okay. So then you figured that out, and then you started acting.
I was doing it all through college, actually.
Okay.
I was sort of doing it as I was going to school.
Okay.
I was really going to school to appease my mother. She was like, please just get a college degree. And I was like, okay, so I'll do it.
And Dad wasn't concerned about that?
Well, he didn't graduate college, and he did pretty good. He did pretty okay. So I don't know if he was like, you need to do this. He was sort of
Right.
Like, whatever you want to do, just go and do it.
Right. Scott Eastwood here on the Rich Eisen Show, and we'll talk about your Made Here brand in a second. What was the first time where you realized that your dad was pretty famous? When did that first hit you?
Oh, that's a good question.
I only try to ask those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I could see that. No, I can tell. You only ask the cream of the crop.
You are picking up what I am putting down, as you can obviously see from my 40-yard dash as well.
With the dad hat and all.
My dad hat that you have given me from your Made Here brand, yes, right here in front of me.
I think it had to have been sitting and watching Unforgiven, and then watching. I had to have probably been 8 or 10
when
at
Unforgiven
the time,
was out?
when Unforgiven came out in the early 90s. And I watched the Academy Awards that year where he won the Academy Award for Best Picture. And I think Best Director too, geez. And that's when I really knew like his monumental success.
Well, I got to tell you, it's interesting you mentioned that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, when I talk about perfect movies, Unforgiven is in my top 5 for perfect movies. Like beginning to end, not a frame of it is imperfect. It's all perfect. I love that movie, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's up there. It's in my top. I'd say it's in my top 3. But
is it really?
It's okay.
No, okay. I would, but I mean, I don't know if it's suitable for an 8-year-old. To be very honest with you, I don't know if I'd be sitting my 8-year-old right down and like let's talk about Lil Bill and Willie Money and all that stuff. I don't know how.
Yeah, I do have a point. Next time,
I don't mean to denigrate the parenting skills that you've been subject to, but I just wonder how does that affect any?
Like you're very careful with your next words, talking about his parenting skills.
I don't feel lucky, is what I'm saying. I'm not feeling lucky today. But I do love that movie, and Gene Hackman's amazing in it.
Oh man, everybody's amazing.
What was it like being directed by your father, Scott?
It's scary. I don't know if I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's like, it's my dad's he's not a warm and fuzzy type of guy. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to f up. Can I say that?
Well, you know what? It's okay. We just beep it out. That's just fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You don't want to screw that one up.
No, you don't want to screw it up. But I think it's good. The way he sort of had his just, there's no handout. So like if you are going to come and work with me,
sure.
Like, I'm going to make sure everybody knows there's no handouts.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. I imagine so. Scott Eastwood here on the Rich Eisen Show. And again, before we get to the brand, you spent some time in Hawaii, but you were born obviously in the Monterey Peninsula.
Yeah.
Does that mean Raider, 49er? What are you?
49er.
Okay.
49er.
So this season has got to be.
It's looking pretty good.
Yes, it is so far. Yeah, I know.
It's looking like. Shanahan's just a genius, huh?
I mean, it's been a while. Obviously, it's taken a couple of years, but so far so good. 6-0 right now. And it's just, so who was your quarterback growing up? Would that be just trying to do in my mind here? Would it be?
It was both. It was Joe Montana and Steve Young.
Right. Sure.
But I think it was sort of the end of Montana's career and into Steve Young's career.
Right.
I was watching it as a young kid.
Right.
And my dad's sort of torn because he was born in Oakland. So he's sort of an Oakland and a Niners fan. So he's kind of in between. So I think he's a little bit of a flip-flopper. I've seen him do that,
and normally that's where you call somebody out for being a fake fan.
Yeah.
But
this is it right now.
But
Pops.
no, but when it's Dirty Harry,
no,
he can obviously, he runs that town.
He does.
But it is pretty cool to see. So that means, I work with Steve Mariucci, so he was the coach of probably a lot of those teams that you were rooting for.
Yep. Those are
with Terrell Owens
are
and obviously Steve Young and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
So tell me about this brand of clothes. I've got the hat right here. It's called Made Here.
Made Here. It's pretty. It speaks for itself. Right. I think it's made here in America. The whole point of the brand is to create products that celebrate the American worker. Mm-hmm. It's not political at all. It's for everybody. It's about celebrating your neighbor, celebrating the people that work in manufacturing, the people that work in this country. And we're trying to just create cool stuff.
Yeah, we're looking right now on the screen here of the website.
Cool product
socks
here.
And shirts and this hat is pretty cool. I will absolutely wear it. And people say, what party is Uncle Sam coming home from with his vest and his bow tie being undone?
Sounds like a good party.
It does sound like a good party.
Yeah.
And people can go to madeherebrand.com to purchase all this stuff made entirely exclusively in American factories. It's good to see you, Scott Eastwood.
Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for coming on this show.
Yeah.
And please come on and, for your next project or if you're giving free stuff, to give somebody in sports television, free stuff. I mean, you're in.
I like it.
Good idea. You know how to market this thing. At Scott Eastwood on both Twitter and Instagram, madeherebrand.com for all this great gear. We're back to set up the rest of the week in a second. Don't go anywhere.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.